Ever since I was a little kid. This definitely makes me such a simp. But I think love is the answer to everything. I know I don't even think it's naive. I think it's, if anything, I acknowledge the pain of the world. I acknowledge the ugliness or the black-pilled version of truth that is true. Which just means, like, that people are cruel. People will hurt you. I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much about how I approach people and how I approach those that I love and care for the most. I'm someone that's going to be very honest with you. And so, like, I deeply and truly expect the same, you know? But the way that I approach things, I feel as though if I'm really close to you, then I might lash out. I might just be very blunt and very obtuse in that manner. But if you're someone that I'm like practicing my patience with, or practicing like being a higher, a higher self, or like a soul self version of myself, like the best version of myself that I can be, then I do my best to teach and guide. As someone that has been like, an educator for a good majority of my life, be that actually like from the age of like 15 until, I mean, even now, I'm always educating others. I'm always there to teach. That's just been always my calling. Not necessarily because I enjoy it like a crazy amount, but because I'm good at it. Even as like a kid, in like first grade and like second grade, I would never finish my homework or like my classwork, because I'd be too busy, because I'd know it already. So instead of like finishing my shit first, I'd get distracted because I'd be explaining and helping the other kids. To the other kids. I love teaching though. Like, I mean, it's not like this huge passion or anything. Like, I don't necessarily like get anything out of it, but I do love the process of teaching, the process of like exposing people to the world. I love opening people's eyes to the reality of life, you know? Um I think I definitely come on too strong, even as just like a person, not necessarily just like romance. Like, as a person, I'm a very big energy. I kind of forget like how much my energy is, or how, even without me really attempting to be loud, I just am. naturally, like as a person, like I don't mean to be. I'm actually really gentle in a lot of ways. I'm very vulnerable. I'm very naive. So it's like I'm a weird mix because like I'm also like I can be really aggressive and really like, you know, standoff. I wouldn't say standoffish, but I can be a fucking bitch, you know, like if I have to be. But I prefer not to exist in that space for the most part. Like I don't mind like fucking around and like having a good time, but I don't know. I had like a purpose with this video. The fuck? Alright, that's fine. I suppose the purpose of this video is for any new people that have just recently followed my Instagram due to like the whole Free Britney shit, or from the other fandoms that I've joined throughout this whole COVID pandemic bullshit. I guess the most important thing you need to know about me is I'm a hopeless romantic. I love all the traditional aspects of romance. Be that like a rose, like getting roses for the one that you love, going on like a legitimate date, going on dates, getting ready to go on dates too, like, and not just like it seems like really stupid, but like the like just a really nice dinner date. I've never been on a nice dinner, like a really, really nice dinner date. I've never been on one. I've been on a few dates, don't get me wrong, but they were usually like not real, you know? Like they'd be like dinner and a hang, you know? It wasn't really like that I'm on a date vibe, you know? And I feel like so much of that has been lost. I hate how lost it's become. I really am. I love the romance. I love romantic vibes, like just romantic energy. It's just so beautiful, you know? There's just something really fucking beautiful about romance. Cause like you can date and you can like be casual with it, or like just in general, I feel like dating now, it's not what it once was. Like people actually used to be vulnerable and open their hearts up and like genuinely be interested in the other person and what they had to say, and like having a real conversation and getting to know each other, but also like, I don't know, talking about what's important to them, but also joking around too. Like we've also lost that sort of ability to just like engage in quick wit because we're not practicing those like awkward moments or whatever. We're not practicing like those nuanced little like just pauses, or in general, like because everyone's always on their fucking phone, so it's just like I don't know, dude. I guess this video is also to just really delineate like what my intentions are and like who I am as a person. Like I'm not perfect, and I know that. And I know that a lot of what I like, you know, share on this profile is a lot of like self-help and a lot of like deep realizations about my life and about like whatever. I don't like saying whatever. It's such a throwaway word and like fully discounts and discredits like the statements I'm like building up and like affirming. It's like a little throwaway thing right at the end that detracts from what you're saying and like takes away value from what you're saying. It's like a throwaway, and it like stops the power of the statement that you're making. I never intend to hurt either. I will never intentionally hurt anyone. And even if I was intentionally doing it, I'm not the type of person that's going to accost your self-worth, regardless of who you are. Like, I don't, and I'm not saying that I won't like fight, because I will. I will definitely take it to that level and like acknowledge, I will look you in the eye and I will like show you that I am aware of who you are, aware of what you do, but I will never take that final little last blow of like needling it into you. I will make you know that I could, which is, I feel as though is a much scarier, because it shows a certain like level of self restraint. But I will take it there. I will make it known that I am aware that I am not someone that just like mindlessly goes about life, But I'm not the type of person, unless I'm like truly like feel like I have to, I don't take it to that place. I don't take it to that level, because I just feel like everyone's the capacity at which I am insightful, and I don't mean to say that as like, that sounds so condescending in a lot of ways, but the things that I notice, and because I'm so empathetic, like, aren't things that most people are going to say or tell you, So I know that when I have that capacity or that power or that leg up, one could say, I don't really like to take it there, unless, again, like, I'm forced to push myself to that point. I like to keep things pretty like cordial. I like to keep things like, even if I am attacking you, I do my best to not like completely obliterate your sense of self-worth and sense of like self as a person. But I will comment and I will like jab, like, I'm not gonna not jab, but I don't take it to that place. I don't know. I think maybe that's why I've been in such a fucking weird mood. There's a new moon. It's in 24 hours. Yeah, that makes so much sense. The lack of a moon right now. Yeah. Things are settling. I think there's a lot of misconception, perhaps, on my spirituality. I believe in God. God is everything. God is everywhere. God is the air I breathe. God is my everything. And has always been my everything. As far as I can, he's never not been all of it. And it's not even like he, she, whatever, like obviously for me it's like he, but there's also the, the spirit of the Holy Spirit. There is Mother Nature. Nature in itself for me is like definitely a signifier of God. Just anything like so natural, so like wild and beautiful, and there it's just so without any influence at all. It just is. It just blooms and grows like that. It's just, God, so perfect. And for me, God is just everything. Like, what I want, what I truly want, and what I've always wanted, like, that's how I started this video, was even as a little kid, like, well, this is sidetracking because I lost my thought, but I remember freaking out in junior year because it was the first time that I genuinely thought about what I was going to do for the rest of my life, because I'd always seen my mom and I never really like conceptualized it or considered it. Like, I always wanted to go to college, obviously. But then I started freaking out because I was like, wait, what the fuck am I going to study? And I literally had this like entire like moment where I was like, fuck, like as an adult, I just pictured myself being a mom. I literally like, as a junior, I knew that I needed to go to college and that I wanted to go to college, and I was like, applying and everything. But then I just had this moment. I was like, oh fuck, what the fuck am I gonna major in? Like, I knew I needed a college degree, and I wanted to go to college. I love learning. I love education. This has been established. But then I had a moment. I was just like, yo, what? Like, I want to go. There was such a disconnect because, like, I wanted to go to college and I wanted to study and I wanted to do the thing. And I knew that at some point I was going to need a career and a job and whatever. But I guess I never really, like, thought about it or, like, put my mind at all really into it, into what I wanted. Like, and maybe that's why I've struggled so much, now. It's because I never really, like, and oh God, this is so crazy to, like, actually admit out loud, but I never really knew what I wanted to be. I still do. I know now I do want to write a book. I do want my ideas and thoughts and, like, perceptions of the world and, like, observations to be categorized into a reader friendly sort of, not, I wouldn't say, maybe a manual. Yeah, like a manual for those that are different, that are not part of the average, I suppose. I just love, dude. And maybe that's stupid, maybe that's gay as fuck, but I just love people, man. Like, holy fuck, okay? I just fucking love people. I fucking love you. Okay? Fuck. Don't make it weird. Don't make it fucking cancerous. Don't make it some fucking fuckery fuck. Fuck you. I just love you. Fuck. Maybe that's why I made this video, was just to yell that. I apologize. There was no warning for that. That just sort of like came out. Yeah. But it's true. I just fucking love people. And I fucking love in general. And I just... And I don't want to just be in love, I want to find the person. I want God to guide me towards the person that I'm supposed to be with. I want God. Well, I know God will. Like, that's the whole thing. Is like, God for me is just like, I am God and he is me, and he will like show me. He will show me and he will let me know. And that's why I think that I've been introduced to certain people in my life right now, or certain energies, or certain, like, I didn't just find certain people just like out of happenstance. Like, yes, there's free will and like, choice and free will and everything and all of that. But that doesn't mean that God didn't know what was already going to be chosen, or didn't know what you were going to choose. And I feel as though, like, genuinely, like, that there are reasons why we are put in certain people's lives. There are reasons why we are aligned with the people that we are when we are. And now I'm gonna cry. This is so stupid. I I don't know what the reasons are. I don't know why. I never know. I just allow God to use me as a vessel for his message, for his love, for his commandments. And I'm not going to say I'm always perfect. I'm not. I have my own maladies. I have my own problems. I have my own, like, temptations and my own, like, crosses to bear and my own sins that I need to repent for. I know this. I'm not above, like, saying that or admitting that. That's why I need God. That's why I love God. That's why God is all. That's why God is in everything. That's why I love noticing the small things every single day. That's why I love staring out into the sky, into the night sky, into the, like, literally, look at this. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it that way. Like, I just look at that sky, dude. That's crazy to me. I don't know if you can see it at all. Literally at all. I don't know. I don't know shit. I don't know if it's... Okay, whatever. Probably not, but... It's just so fucking beautiful, dude. Like, anyone that doesn't allow themselves to, like, feel certain things or to... Like, don't ever feel forced to be something that you're not, or to, like, be in a place that you're not, or that you're not, or that you aren't ready for. Like, you don't have to, you are the one that gets to dictate when you're ready for something or not. What was the other thing? What was this? What was I saying? I think another misconception is just, like, maybe not about me, but in general. I don't know. I feel like the internet really, like, contrives everything. Like, there's no room for... I don't know. I'm just a really fucking witty person in general. Like, and I'm pretty hyperbolic and also very, very sarcastic. Like, I'm extremely sarcastic. Like, almost to a fault, I think. Like, I think that some people will literally, like, and this sounds, like, totally douchey and totally fucking condescending or, like, superior or whatever, but it takes a certain level of intellect, honestly. And I'm not, like, tooting. I'm fucking smart, okay? Like, I'm fucking smart. And, like, I love language. I love linguistics. It's my fucking major. I was, like, a writing major. So, okay, like, I'm not saying I'm, like, God's gift. I mean, yes, I am. I'm fucking awesome, okay? I'm kind of the fucking shit when it comes to certain things. Am I an asshole? Yes. Am I really fucking weird? Absolutely. Am I, like, I don't know. I'm fucking, I know, okay? I know. I fucking know, okay? But, what was I saying? I literally don't remember what I was talking about. I have genuinely lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was saying. No, it's gone. That's bad. Aw, I hate my brain sometimes. Oh, no. That's bad. Oh my God, I need to stop smoking so much fucking weed. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what people, it's not, ah! Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess my point is just like, I mean, I don't know, dude. I want a family. That's my point. I want a family. I also love God. I also think that God works in deliberate but mysterious ways. I love Catholicism. I am struggling letting go of tarot cards right now. I don't know if I will. We'll see. The Holy Spirit is like re-illuminating me, and like, and it's literally like in the perfect moments this happens. Like my YouTube for a really, it was just like mukbangs and like fucking, I know it's the algorithm, but like I was literally searching for something. I was like, I need to find the side of YouTube. And I kept trying to look for it. I kept trying to like find it. I kept trying to like switch up my algorithm because I watched like a couple random fucking videos that just screwed my algorithm up completely. But literally on the day that I needed it most is when I found it. Like, and I didn't even try to find it. It just came up. I'm like, dude, how is that even possible? How, dude, like, it's just, I love God. I genuinely love everything about just connecting and understanding people and getting close and being there for people that may have gotten accustomed to being alone, but not in the like in the good way, in the sense of like it was survivalistic. Sometimes I like my alone time. Sometimes you gotta like have your alone time and shit. But I don't know, dude. It's also very, very important to remember that you aren't alone. Like, remember that like there will be people that will listen to you and not just listen but understand you. I think that's something that was very hard for me. Oh wait, I think I was talking about how I'm so empathetic and stuff that I just like, oh no, I finished that thought. I'm gonna go back and watch this and remember, and then like it'll be so annoying. Oh, I mean, I guess another thing is just that like I'm not really judgmental. I totally remembered. Fuck yeah. So it's about me not be, it's not that I'm naive. I think it's just more that I see all the hatred and I see all the pain, and and I actually want to, I guess I like, I I almost cherish my innocence and my naivety in like a really positive way, because I feel as though what those people need the most is to reignite that aspect in within themselves. And unfortunately, some are too far gone, obviously, but it's almost like my rebellion against the darkest of forces and the most corrupt and painful of energies and forces reignite me to continue to be hopeful, idealistic, and naive in certain ways. Like my obviously my older and like higher state of consciousness, like view, like thanks to the Holy Spirit that enlightens me, And like God and Jesus, obviously, too. Like, they are the ones that obviously like give me the perspective of, you know, maliciousness, or like give me that keen eye. But then as much as I view it and I recognize it and I can sense the specific energies that are surrounding, or like I can sense when something is wrong, or that when something is like incorrect. I'm very good at that. Um or just like I'm not like oblivious. There's a difference between being oblivious and being naive. And I think that naivety should be cherished, should be like protected within yourself. But it's like a weird duality of like maintaining that naivety while still being fully aware of the reality of the world, like it's something really hard to balance. And I find myself like the biggest hurdles that I've had to go through in my life have been in those instances of like balancing naivety and like childlike innocence with cynicism, like, and finding that true like in between of like, because I know what the world is, I know what the world has, and what kinds of truths there are out there. And there's one that within myself I have learned to claim. I'm still in the process of fully grounding myself within it. I'm like well aware of what this reality. I'm not naive to like to that. But I choose to be naive in how I communicate and relate to people, I suppose, which has gotten me into trouble, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know, I feel like if you lose that, if you truly, truly, truly lose that, then what's the point of living this life? And if you can't, like, if you're so numbed to those moments that you can't, I don't let myself succumb to it, I suppose. I can't let myself. Because if I let myself, then then no one will allow themselves to tap into that anymore. You can be in that state of mind, in that innocence and kindness and warmth state of mind, while still being a fucking badass, while still like slaying at everything and like fucking shit up, like it's not exclusive. Like, one is not exclusive to the other, and so like in moments of like bigger or more like whatever, I hate that word, of like in moments of like peril, or in moments of like high stress, I tend to I acknowledge the reality of what's happening. I'm not unaware. I'm very like aware of what's going on. But I allow that warmth and that kindness and that like childlike nature that I have within myself to come out, because to me that's the strongest thing that I can use to combat. And I would rather die being in that state than live and never experience that state again. So I think that kind of ties into everything of all that I am. Again, that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna fight though, because fuck, I will. But I'm smart about my battles. And I'm smart about how I choose to. I will say my emotions may get me like some most. I'm good. I'm good at it. I'm good at like not allowing those things to fully take over. I'm not great, but I'm pretty good at it. I can be pretty. I can actually, no, not even pretty. I am objective. I can be objective. Um but sometimes, man, that fucking Mexican anger just, and usually my anger is more so like being extremely fucking obnoxiously protective, which I shouldn't be, and I know that, and I am aware of that, and I can't say that I'm trying to change that. I can't say it. I'm aware of it, but I can't say I'm trying to change it. Anyway, yeah. So this has been Tatiana, or Tati, or Tatty, being a person on camera, because I don't fucking, whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything. Don't, just leave me alone. No!